Hey everyone, welcome back to the Wyoming Knits YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Lee and this is my channel where I like to talk about all things that I've been knitting on over the past week. Today is Sunday, June 29th, 2025, and this is episode 96. You can find me on Instagram as Jenny Lee Knits, and you can find me on Ravelry as Jenny Lee S Knits. And today I'm coming to you from Southwest Wyoming, where I live with my husband, our daughter, and our little Yorkie Dax. So it has been 1 week since we last chatted. I got a few things done. I cast on a new project. We went camping. So let's talk about finished objects. So the first thing I have today that I have finished are some vanilla socks. I have both of these finished. I used the pattern Vanilla Socks on 9-inch circulars by the Crazy Sock Lady. And last time I was right here on the second sock. So I finished the second sock, Kitchener the toe, and I think I finished these Sunday or Monday last week. So I started with a German twisted cast on. I did 64 stitches and I did a 2x2 rib for 20 rounds, and then I did vanilla for the leg, just plain stockinette. Then I did the slip stitch, heel flap, heel turn, gusset decreases, and the toe that is in the Vanilla Socks pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady. I knit these on a size 1 9-inch circular needle, US size 1, which is a 2.25 millimeter needle. Oh, I dropped it. So these are finished. They are ready to be gifted. I think I've already posted finished object pictures on Ravelry, and so these are ready to be gifted. I used Yarnable. I'm looking for my tag. I don't see the tag. I used my Yarnable Party Like It's 2023 from January of 2023. So these are finished. Let's take the stitch marker off. And then I finished my Autumn League pullover. I have not blocked it yet. I left the Progress Keeper in there. I was right here on the first sleeve last time. So we'll go this way. So I did the rest of the sleeve. I did a 1x1 ribbed cuff. I did a tubular bind off. I did the other sleeve. It looks like I need to weave in an end right there. We'll fix that. So I did the other sleeve, and then I came back and I picked up the neckline, and in the pattern it has you knit for so many inches, bind off, fold over, and stitch down. But instead I knit that many inches and then I bound off, and I picked up a stitch and did knit 2 together. So when I folded it over and I knit 1, bound off, knit the next 2 together. So I just followed like from here all the way around to where it looked like that was on the inside, and then I made sure and knit that one together with its where I picked up on the neckband. And so it does not, when you fold it over, it doesn't look like it's leaning. So this is completely finished. It is way too hot to wear it today. We are back up into the 80-degree range, high 70s. Right now it is 83 degrees outside. It is 2:30, and so I am recording a little bit later today. We got back from camping yesterday and I am still in recovery mode. So this was knit with Sirdar Loveful. It's 100% recycled yarn. It's got 40% recycled wool, 40% recycled acrylic, and 20% polyamide, I think, for these little, I don't know, can you see those little tweety bits, the little brown pieces in there? So this will be nice to throw on this fall, and I will block this and maybe record a little bit of me wearing it so I can put it in next week's episode. I'm sure it'll be even hotter next week. It's getting warm and my allergies are in full swing. So this one is also finished. Let's talk about works in progress. The first thing I wanted to talk about is a pair of socks that I have in my Needle Crafts bag. I will link to the shop where I got this bag. They may or may not have this exact print, but I will link to the shop down below. I will link all the yarn that I used and all the patterns that I used down below. I will link the yarn dyer, or where I got the yarn from, because not all of the yarn that I am working with today is available right now. So I'm using a Yarn Cafe Creations. This is one of the skeins that I've had in my stash for a very long time. This is one of her old labels, and I am using the Sprout Cloverleaf color. This is an 85-15 superwash merino, 437 yards per 100 grams, and I started a pair of socks. I decided to do the morning coffee socks by Crazy Sock Lady Designs. So it's just got this nice textured pattern with the orange and green. So I've done a few, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 repeats. I'm going to do 10 repeats. So I have 4 more repeats to do, and then I will start the heel. So this is, it'll probably continue to spiral around. So we'll see how it goes the rest of the sock. I started with a 2 German twisted cast on. Gonna focus. So I started with a German twisted cast on. I did 64 stitches. I did a 2x2 ribbed cuff. I think the pattern calls for a 1x1 twisted rib, but I did a 2x2 just regular knit 2 purl 2 for 20 rounds, and then I started the pattern. I like a 2x2 ribbed cuff. So most of the patterns that I do, if it calls for something else, I usually will modify that and put in a 2x2 ribbed cuff, and I am knitting these on a size US size 1 2.25 millimeter 9-inch circular needle. And I do the heel on 9-inch circulars. I do everything but the toe on the 9-inch circulars. Then I started another sock. This is a Mountain State Stitches bag. I started another sock using a 50-gram sock set that I got from Lambwoman Knits. Her shop was on Etsy, and she was having a sale, and I had bought some yarn from her before, and she had a bunch of mystery minis, mystery sock sets, mystery sock yarn, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. She had them on sale. I got a whole bunch, and then I went this week to look and see like if she had any shop updates or what was going on. She has one listing on her Etsy shop, so I went to her Instagram, and she is closing her shop. So this does not have a name on it. It came with two 50-gram minis, and I am using this colorful one. And I started a pair of Shorty Socks. These are going to be for me. They're going to be a pair of Shorty Socks. I have not perfected my Shorty Sock recipe yet, but I think I'm going to do 12 rounds of 2x2 rib, 8 rounds stockinette, start my heel, and then knit my foot. I think that's what I did on a pair I did last summer, and so I don't remember what the stitch counts were. I don't think I saved it in Ravelry. It might be on my YouTube channel somewhere. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna play with this sock and see what I like. And then, because it's 50 grams, I will have a little bit left over, but not a whole half a skein left over. So I'm doing that one. It'll probably just be vanilla socks, vanilla Shorty Socks. So I'll follow the pattern for vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars for this one. I have not got very far. Then I worked on this project. This is a Red's Lady Creates bag. And this is my Salty Air Tea by Samantha Guerin, and I used Yarn Cafe Creations. Is that upside down? Nope. In the caterpillar color on her sparkle tweed base. I caked up the second skein, and I finished the lace chart and split 4 sleeves. I'm not very far on the sleeves, or on the body, under the sleeve, under the arm. So I've only gone a few rounds. You can kind of see the sparkle. So this is the front. I was right here last time, and I needed to do a few more rounds of the lace chart. And then there was one more increase round, a couple of straight stockinette rounds, and then split for sleeves. So this is cropped. I am not going to make it cropped. It says I need to knit 7.5 inches from the underarm cast on. I think I'm gonna knit at least 12. So I absolutely love this color. I love the sparkle. I love the tweed bits. I think I'm gonna love this when it's finished. So work on this week, see how much I can get done. This is gonna be a nice project to just pick up and knit whenever I don't want to think about anything. Then I took this project with me. This is a bag that I got from, I want to say, Caffeinated Craft Momma on Etsy. I will link it in the description box below. She also has a YouTube channel. I switched the project bag for this project because I needed a smaller bag. This used to be in my Bags by Awesome Granny bag, but this is my Maema. I am using Mama Jess knits in her shades of purple color that she dyed for her April mystery set for 2025. Last week I said I was going to start fading in from the first ball to the second ball, and I have this much left of the first ball for the sleeves. I think I am going to make the sleeves a little bit longer, so I started fading in the second skein. I did one round, or one row down and back with the second skein, and then I switched back to the first and did a row down and a row back, and then I went back to the first, down, back, second skein, down, back, first skein, down, back, cut the first skein. So I have my ends here, and I don't think you can tell at all where I switched skeins. So I am still working away on this. I took this with us when we went camping, and I worked on it a little bit. So I did more than last week. I'm using my cute little dinosaur stitch marker I got in my Yarnable from April. And I'm just slowly chugging away on this. I love it so far. It is going to be a nice cardigan to wear at school or this summer. So that is living in this bag now. And then I worked on my garden cardigan a little bit again this week. This is a Sassy Sacks. I'm using, let's see, grab these skeins out of here. I am using Blackbird Sycamore yarn in the color Mocha Mars. You can get this at the Yarn and the Tail. That is my local yarn store. And then I got some Drops Kid Silk Mohair, and this is the color Apple. The color number is number 18. And I am holding these together. And this is what I have so far. I was right here last time. Cute little dinosaur stitch marker. I did this much more. And then I picked up the right shoulder. So right there is my shoulder seam. There's the ribbing for the button band or the collar. I don't think there's buttons on here. So I did mess up the lace section right here. I did 2 the yarn overs stacked on each other instead of offset, like those ones. So I might drop down and fix those ones, or I might just leave it because it's right here on the shoulder. And are you really going to be able to tell? This is fingering weight and mohair held together, so it is going to stick and kind of it's really hard to rip back mohair sometimes, so I might just leave it. I am loving how this is turning out, these 2 colors together. So I have to do this front panel and then this front panel and then join the fronts and the back together, and then I can just do the body back and forth. I did put stitch markers for each of the pattern repeat on here, just like I did on here. It makes it so much easier for me to remember where I am in the pattern when I'm doing the repeat. And then I cast on one more project. I had already had this caked up, and I knew we were going camping on Thursday. So Wednesday night, I decided to cast on this project. This is a bag that I got from my local yarn store on LYS Day. And I'm also using Blackbird Sycamore yarn. This is the color Artifact. And I'm holding it double with Malabrigo mohair in the whole grain color. Holding these 2 together. And I started the No Frills Sweater. And this is what I got so far. I absolutely love how these 2 are working together. I love how this is knitting up. This is a, I want to say this is a 20 inch cord with 4-inch tips. So it is really tight. All my stitches are squished together. But I'm so so close for putting the sleeves on hold. I don't want to switch to a larger needle and then have it be too big after I put my sleeve stitches on hold. So I love how this is working out. I love all the different colors in there. I love it. So Wednesday I cast this on. I did the collar, I did the short rows, and then I put it away. And then Thursday I had a couple errands to run and I took this with me. Then we left to go camping and I knit on this a lot while we were camping. So that is the last project that I've worked on this week. I am still in kind of recovery mode from camping. I have not received anything in the mail yet. I'm pretty sure I ordered some more yarn from the Sheepy Shire. I ordered some fingering weight and some Surrey alpaca. My Momma Jess knits for July is on the way. And I ordered some more yarn from Knit Picks from their sale. Oh, I did get my Knit Picks box. Let me grab that. I got this box. I ordered 2 skeins of Knit Picks Felici in the color Frankie. Then I ordered 2 skeins of, I think this is Sebastian. These were colors that I liked, and I think I'll do some stack of books or string of light socks with these. Then I ordered some Aloft in black. I'm going to hold this with my Zen Yarn Garden yarn. This is like a yellowy green, really dark. So I put these together. I had ordered, where did it go? Did I use it all? No. I ordered this one before, and this is the Labyrinth color, but this is more of a jewel toned green. Oh, it's raining. And it didn't go well with that, I didn't think. So I used it in my Monday sweater with this Cascade Heritage. This is closer. This is more of a jewel tone, and this is just slightly darker than this one. So I ordered some black. To hold with this one to make a sweater. I'm pretty sure that's what I ordered this for. I have like a million ideas and I'm like, oh, I could do this. Oh, I could do that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cakes of this. These are 25 grams each. So you need two of these to equal the same yardage as about 100 gram skein of fingering weight yarn. Then I ordered some yarn for my daughter because she asked me to make her a Stria cardigan. So I ordered the Knit Picks Stroll. This is their bear. This is how the bear yarn comes. Just like this. It's not skeined up like these ones. You could if you wanted to. But I'll probably just put this on the Swift. I ordered 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I ordered some Stroll. This one is Strawberry, and this one is Serene. And she wants a red, white, and blue Stria cardigan. So I told her, okay, that's what you want. I will make that for you. And then I did order some more Aloft mohair and some Melissa's yarn that is coming in a couple of days. I couldn't resist the 65% off sale. That was with their clearance yarn, and then they still had other things like 40% off. So I ordered some more stuff from Knit Picks, and I will show that when it gets here. So just a little bit of life stuff. We went camping. We go to the Flaming Gorge Reservoir. It is right outside Manila and Green River, Wyoming, and Manila, Utah. And so it's just a big reservoir, and we took our tent and our air mattress and stayed 2 nights. It was super hot during the day. It got up to like 85 degrees just out in the sun. We had a shade tent, so I sat underneath that and knit. Then it would get too hot, my hands would get sticky, and I'd have to put it away. Drank lots of water, stayed out of the sun most of the time. But when we went to bed, it was hot, and we had our blankets, and then about 2 o'clock in the morning we were freezing. It was about 50 degrees outside, and the air mattress, the bottom of it was, we did have like a sheet on it, like the bottom sheet, the fitted sheet, then we had a regular sheet, and then we had blankets on top, but the rubber, the plastic, I don't know what it is that air mattresses are made of, but that got cold. It got the air in the air mattress cold, and so where we were sleeping was cold. The outside air around us was cold, and then we had our blankets on top of us. So the top part of us was warm, but then the bottom part of us was cold, and then our face was cold, and so we tossed and turned all night, both nights. We also had the dog with us, and he slept with us in the tent. So he curled up in between the two of us. He usually doesn't sleep with us at home, and so he slept on top of the blankets. So he squished down the blankets, and like you couldn't get your blankets around you because he was squished down on them, and if you tried to roll over, like, he didn't move. So we tossed and turned. So I'm still recovering from not much sleep over the weekend. I think I had my like 0 gravity chair that I laid in, and I would knit for a bit, and then I'd take a nap, and then I'd wake up and knit for a bit. So I snoozed off and on all weekend, and so now I'm still just a little tired. So hopefully this week I get some good sleep in my own bed and a lot of knitting time. And I think that's it. I don't have any plans coming up, but my husband doesn't like to make plans too far in advance because what if he wants to go tomorrow and do something? So I don't know what is coming up for me in the next week, but hopefully I have a lot of knitting time, and I will see you in 1 week. Until then, happy knitting.